What's up, everybody? This is the MOBC, my own boxing community. I want to do a movie review on Big George Foreman, starring Chris David as George Foreman and Forrest Whitaker as Doc Brodus, who was George Foreman's trainer. I thought this was a good movie. If you follow boxing, you follow the George Foreman story, you know the story. You know that he came up poor. You know that he was getting bullied growing up. You know that he fought off those bullies. And then you know that he went to California to go to Job Corps, dealt with other bullies then, fought, somewhat met Doc Brodus. Doc Brodus teaches him how to box, so on and so on. And the rest is history, right? Becomes professional, wins his title against Joe Frazier, and fights Muhammad Ali, loses to Muhammad Ali, who George Foreman was favored to win. George Foreman quits boxing after his loss to Jimmy Young, gets into Christianity, and then, started losing money, needed to go back to boxing, and the rest is history. He regains the title. That's the oldest heavyweight in the world. I thought this movie was good. Some things that I didn't like. I thought the guy who played George Foreman sounded like him. Even in the ring, he kind of mimicked George Foreman pretty good. When he was hitting the heavy bag, he kind of mimicked him pretty good. But I thought he looked more like Ernie Shavers than he did George Foreman, especially when he grew the mustache and had a bald head. He really looked like Ernie Shavers, but it's whatever. The guy who played Muhammad Ali, I don't know who cast him, but I wasn't feeling it. He looked more like a Cuban Muhammad Ali. He didn't look like Muhammad Ali. Again, you don't have to. And again, when you're acting, you don't have to look like exactly like the person that you're portraying, but at least act like it. The guy who played Muhammad Ali didn't even. It wasn't good. It wasn't good at all to me, in my opinion. There was one part that I didn't like when they showed George Foreman fighting Evander Holyfield. If you guys watch it, you'll see what they did with that sequence. I didn't like that. It looked pretty bad, but and then when he regained his title against Michael Moore, that was cool and it was okay. The way they did the sequence, I thought it was. Actually, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. The soundtrack was phenomenal. A lot of those songs I still listen to till today. So a lot of those songs are on my playlist. But I thought this was a good movie. I think they should do more movies on a lot of boxers. I think they should do a newer version of a Jack Johnson movie, and they should do a Joe Louis movie and a Rocky Marciano movie. I think more boxers should get movies other than, Muhammad Ali and, Sugar Ray Leonard or whatever. Like other boxers, in my opinion, deserve movies too, because a lot of these boxers, you'd be surprised, especially the ones in the past, have interesting stories and interesting lives that got them into boxing. A lot of us have our reasons of getting into boxing, even if it was just recreational. So many of us have our own versions of why we got into boxing ourselves, me included. And so that's why, to me, it's intriguing to me to watch these boxing movies. And I like this George Foreman project, and I hope that they do more. I hope that, like I said, I hope they do a Sugar Ray Robinson will be great. Archie Moore will be great. They should do Sam Langford. So many past fighters, Stanley Ketchel, you name it, Harry Greb, you name it, Benny Leonard. They could do a movie on these guys, and it would be so interesting. So to me, if I'm gonna rate this movie 10 out of best, from 1 to 10, I give it about a 7. I give it about a 7. I thought it was a good movie. Like I said, the acting was okay. The fight sequences was cool, was pretty good. The soundtrack again was phenomenal. He as the movie progressed, he sounded more and more like George Foreman. Uh, so I enjoyed this movie. If any of you guys seen it, tell me what you think. It's right on Netflix. Did you enjoy the movie? What did you like about the movie? What is it that you didn't like about the movie? I look at a movie like this, it's just real simple. Yeah, like I said, if you've seen the documentaries on George Foreman, you already know the story, and they're just acting it out. George Foreman narrated the movie himself, and I thought that was cool. So again, simple movie, simple boxing movie. Um, it's a pretty good movie. I like it. I like it because it was a full on origin from when he was a kid to when he became an adult to when he retired from boxing. So let me know what you think. Big George Foreman, cool movie, 7 out of 10. This is the MOBC, My Own Boxing Community. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay? Subscribe. Now, hit the like button.